Welcome back. Good Thursday morning, everybody. Thanks very much for joining us this morning. I'm Maria Bartiromo, and it is Thursday, October 26th. It is 8 a.m. on the button on the East Coast. Breaking news this morning, at least 22 people are dead. Dozens others are injured after two separate mass shootings in Lewiston, Maine last night. One at a restaurant, another at a bowling alley. Police are now searching for a person of interest, 40-year-old Robert Card, who is still on the run this morning. Joining me right now is former FBI Assistant Director, former FBI agent and attorney Chris Swecker. Chris, thanks very much for weighing in. Give us your reaction.
Good morning. Well, what we have is a lethal combination of advanced military experience and training along with a mental illness and also someone who has what I call a weapon of mass destruction, an AR-15 with a scope and a laser and a person that knows how to use it. So this is, and with respect to the manhunt, this is the most difficult of circumstances for law enforcement. Dozens of agencies responding all in their own manner, trying to get organized. That takes hours, literally hours, multiple locations. And I think that was deliberate, Maria. I think he planned it this way to increase the confusion so that he could escape.
Well, let's talk about that, because I want to get your take on what the FBI will be focused in on in terms of zeroing in on where he is. At this point, do you think he's still in that region? Has he left? What are the most important things that FBI is doing now to find him?
Yeah, I mean, they have to do a full workup on him in general, his patterns, his habits, his social network, if you will. I note that he had well, he found his car in a remote location. He probably, like a bank robber, has what we call a switch car. So he can jump into that other car and nobody knows what it is, and he could be miles, hundreds of miles away by now. And I think he pre-planned that as well. There's probably some location where he has supplies stashed. He's a military guy, so he knows how to do that sort of thing, and he can lay low for quite a while.
And this long gun that he was using, how does he get his hands on that? I guess being a military guy, he's got obviously the capabilities to use it.
Absolutely. I mean, you can construct your own and just order the parts. But, if ever there were a case of red flags, this is it. He had clearly went to get help. He had ideations of shooting up his own National Guard unit. Clearly there was a mental health issue, and there was an issue of this person articulating, I'm going to go shoot something up. So this is where, someone needs to step in and intervene. I'm a conservative, but I want to see a red flag law in every state where this type of conduct can result in sheriff's department or someone just taking his weapons away. Right.
So how did something like that get missed?
It's, everybody thinks somebody else is going to do something about it, and nobody does anything about it. It's a very common situation. People think, well, it's not for me to do this. It's not my job. Nobody thinks it's their job or their role to pick up the phone and call somebody. But, this is a situation where I would say just universally, people that knew him dropped the ball.
What do you want to say to the people of Maine right now who have gotten the rule to shelter in place, Chris, as this look for him continues?
Yeah, absolutely. This person is lethal, and you want to make sure that if you leave the house, you're extremely hyper aware, and if you see anything, pick up the phone and call 911 right away. I mean, I think this person has a plan. I don't think he's out there wandering about looking to carjack or invade a home, but you never know. And if he's desperate and he's got mental health issues, he could just do something random. He obviously wanted to kill people, children in that bowling alley. It was children's night. So just lay low.
Wow.
Do what the police tell you to do.
How much more difficult does this search become given the region that we're talking about? There's a river. It's swampy. There's lots of forests and trees in this area of Maine.
Yeah, Maine can be very rural. And if you know the woods and you know the area, you can find a place. And again, I think he pre-positioned supplies. If he's going to, hang out in the woods somewhere, he knows those woods better than anybody. It'll be a place that he's very familiar with. Or he has that switch car, and he's far, far away.
Yeah. All right, Chris. We'll keep watching, and we'll speak with you along the way. We appreciate your insights here, Chris Swecker, former FBI. Thank you, sir.